Was there anything in the film that either of you enjoyed?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. I mean, there were still some, interesting parts, right? Melina getting her head split open. I was like, wow. So here's why I enjoyed that part. Because up until then, the movie had been quite tame by Mortal Kombat standards. Anyone who's played the game or seen the game or watched other people play the game knows that Mortal Kombat is, potentially the most gruesome and gory game franchise ever.
Fatality.
Spines out of their bodies, taking their hearts and then kicking them, to Timbuktu. Just like the most ridiculous deaths you've ever seen.
Not to mention, when the game first came out, there was legal action taken to try and get the game removed from store shelves.
Yep.
Both on a state and a federal. Like I forget which 90s case in which state did it, but this was one of the games that was involved along with like Grand Theft Auto. And there was that whole like Fox thing where they were pushing and saying that these games are causing violence in children and all that fun stuff.
Sure. But so when we finally see Melina's head and body get sliced from that guy's hat or the Captain America shield, the hat shield, I was like, oh, finally, that was right. I think the first moment and maybe the only moment really, nothing else really compared to that we finally got our Mortal Kombat.
Jax's arms. Getting
that's true.
That's pretty brutal. But to be fair,
it wasn't as visceral.
That was also in the trailer.
Yeah.
So we knew that was coming. That wasn't a surprise.
And honestly, it wasn't as visceral. I mean, you saw like brain matter and stuff. And Melina.
You kind of saw some of Jax's brain matter when he fell.
Yeah.
Fell over.
Did we see brains?
There was blood on the ground.
A pool of blood from the ground.
It wouldn't be brains though. He'd be dead, right?
Well, they never really explained that because when you see him again, like his arms are obviously robotic arms, but then there's no cuts around his head or anything. So continuity error, it seems like.
Yeah, interesting.
I like how Jax got Iron Man arms, Cole got an Iron Man suit. Love Iron Man vibes in this film. They're training in a cave.
Yeah.
Iron Man takes place in a cave.
Batman too.
Yeah.
And I guess my other favorite part is probably Kano. Because he was so ridiculous and over the top.
You have to take all the good.
Yeah, for real. Like, that was gonna be my favorite part.
Couldn't save anything for anyone else here.
Dick.
Wow. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Anyways, Arjuna's favorite part is Kano.
My favorite part was Kano.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ravi's favorite part was Kano. So go ahead, Ravi. Explain why Kano is your favorite part.
So Kano is my favorite part. Mostly because he is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just generally ridiculous in everything he says and does. But then also the fact that he turns on them and everyone's like somewhat surprised, but also at the same time not surprised. And then I think it's also kind of hilarious that Sonya just goes and, brutally murders him to get his powers.
In the original. I think that's taken directly from, if not the game, definitely the first movie back in 95 or whatever.
So Kano. Goofy.
Kano.
Gonna miss that guy.
Yeah. I mean, he was probably the best acted part. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, he was believable.
You didn't believe Cole?
No, not at all.
No. When him and his daughter, you think that they're brother and sister when you first see him, he's already at negative points, right? And now that's not even his fault, but it's too bad. Like, I'm sorry,
too bad.
You're fucked.
It's not your fault, but I blame you anyway.
Yeah, I do. I mean, come on, be better. But no, sorry, I hijacked that.
Juna, favorite part?
Probably the opening sequence between Bihan and Scorpion.
And that was your first. You didn't watch the preview clip from YouTube?
No, and I'd obviously seen part of that in the trailer.
Yep.
But I just thought it was really well executed. In the first 10 minutes, I was like, oh shit, this could be a good movie. Like, this is, if this is what the movie's going to be.
Yeah. Standards were high.
Standards were very high.
Yeah.
And, I never really recovered from there. I think the fatality of Scorpion really hurt the movie,